Welcome to Hill Country Hustlers podcast. This is episode 6, and I'm here with Katie Cosper, the owner of Hill Country Mecca and Pax Coffee Shop, a true Hill Country hustler. So we're going to ask her a couple questions and learn her story and see what we can find out.
Hi, guys. Hello. I like that. Hustler. Totally
Yeah?
a Hill Country hustler.
Good. I'm glad people like it. I think with the older generation, hustler meant something else, but I'm hoping
Either one, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
That works. Oh man. Where are you from?
I'm originally from Fredericksburg, born and raised. My whole family's from there, but I've lived in Kerrville for at least 20 years.
Okay, awesome. And have you always been into fitness and that kind of stuff?
So fitness, yes, but in different aspects. I've always been an athlete. I played volleyball, basketball, softball, and track growing up. And in a small town, you can do all those things. And once you become an adult, it's kind of hard to find something that you can stay competitive in, but you still have that kind of spirit. So I went just to weightlifting on my own. And then I started in CrossFit when that became really popular. And I started competing and then fell in love. And then I met a weightlifting coach. And so then I transferred to Olympic weightlifting. And I'm actually a nationally ranked Olympic weightlifter. And I was number 1 in the state of Texas for several years running. And then I decided to transfer to bodybuilding. And that's what I do now.
Wow, that's pretty badass.
Ran out of breath saying all that.
So how much are you benching right now?
You know what? Everyone asks that. I don't bench.
Yeah.
I do dumbbell floor bench, but I don't do a traditional bench. That's not something that's really required for my position.
Yeah.
It's a great movement for power, but that's not what I'm doing. Right. So I don't actually have to bench.
Yeah. Okay. I'll try not to go on
It's
too
so
many
funny, though.
tangents, but so dumbbells
So
better
you
for
bench.
building muscle, right?
Not necessarily. They're both good for building muscle, but the bench is really good for a power movement. So if I was going to be playing football or doing Olympic weightlifting, like those kind of power fast movements for sure. But for bodybuilding, it's more aesthetics, slow controlled reps, making sure that you're controlling that weight and really adding density into your muscles.
Yeah. Okay. So there's a lot of like knowledge that goes into running a gym, I'm
Yes,
guessing. And you're
there
a
is.
trainer as well. So
Yeah.
how is the learning curve for you once you took over training other people?
Honestly, it wasn't something that I had originally started out wanting to do. It kind of fell into my lap. Like when you start to do things that people want to try to do, they come to you for help, they come to you looking for advice. And it really piqued my interest. So I started really looking into how I can help other people. And I just found this passion for helping young girls and women in the gym. Something that I really love doing is showing them how to work out in a gym, giving them the confidence and the knowledge to go into a gym in any setting alone and know what they're going to do and know how they're going to do it and execute it well and feel good about themselves when they leave. So it's kind of something that just fell into my lap.
Yeah. That's a really cool, I guess, objective because I've been to a gym and I remember my first time, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't want to try anything new. It's like, I feel like everybody's watching you.
You do.
So,
Everyone always says that, like they're going to be watching me. Most people feel exactly how you do. Even the ones that look like they know what they're doing inside are like worried about what other people are thinking. Most people are just in their zone, doing their own thing, just trying to get through their workout.
That's kind of what I came to realize once I learned things. Like nobody's really paying attention. I'm not paying attention to anybody else.
Yeah, they're not. Nobody's paying attention. Nobody cares what you're doing.
And if anybody does anything goofy, like I think I'd like to go give them advice, not point and make fun of them.
Yeah,
Look
exactly.
at that weirdo.
So honestly, I think that's just something, being a business owner, a gym owner for sure, you've learned like some of the cliche of the gym setting. And most people that are in a gym, even when they know what they're doing, they're super nice and they want to share their knowledge and they want to help you. And if they see you with bad form, they want to come chat with you. Or if they see you, hey, you look like you've been working out for a long time, they want to start a conversation. And it really builds a community based off people that have some of the similar interests. And it's a great place for everyone.
I haven't been to Hill Country Mecca myself. I'm sorry.
Why? 2 blocks down the street.
Yeah, I know.
Walk there.
My brothers have gone.
Oh,
but
okay.
Thank
you,
have
brothers.
heard like this community is pretty positive. I've heard good things from friends and my brothers that you guys are fostering a really good community. So
We try.
I guess how challenging was that for y'all?
Honestly, it's really the people that did it. When you open up a space, you don't really know what's going to happen. Like starting a business brand new, like you don't really know what's going to happen. And so the people really made that happen. You have these kids that come in and they're strong and they're doing powerlifting, and you have an older generation that grew up in the golden era of bodybuilding and they want to work hard and they're recognizing the younger people working hard. And then you have me training women and teaching them how to do it. And so it's just the people have created a really good community. So it was them that did it, not even me.
That's awesome. Do you talk to other gym owners outside of Hill Country area?
Yes. My God.
How do
There's
they?
a whole community of us that are like, hey, what are you doing? We buy, sell, and trade equipment. We buy, sell, and trade secrets, marketing tactics. There's a lot of gyms so equipment is different. You don't really go and buy a whole bunch of equipment up front. You kind of look for pieces that are specialty to your gym, or you have to wait for another gym to close down and then purchase them. So we actually have a whole community of people that own gyms that share with each other.
Oh,
yeah.
That's really cool.
I've learned a lot from other people.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And we all learned by trial and error.
Yeah, that's cool. Do you ever talk to them about their communities and how different it is compared to being in the Hill Country versus not in the Hill Country?
I do. There is a huge difference from being in the Hill Country as opposed to not. Most gym owners that I talk to are in bigger cities. And so their demographic is a lot younger typically, but it's larger. So they have a whole group of people, 200 or 300 people in between the ages of 20 and 35, whereas I'll have 300 people between the ages of 13 and 80. So the demographic is completely different. And so those are challenging, like communicating how I help foster the growth of those older generations and the really younger ones. Yeah. But that's something that they don't really tend to see as much as we do.
Do you like taking on that challenge with older people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's so rewarding to have a space for those people that are still just trying to stay healthy, just trying to move their bodies. And we have a lot of them that grew up in the golden era of bodybuilding. And you have these, I just actually did an interview today. This man is 65 years old, just moved here from Vegas. He used to be a power lifter back in the day, and he came, and they don't necessarily there's a space for everybody here, but they don't necessarily want a space that's quiet and you can't lift heavy and you have other people that are messing with you. They want to go, they want to work hard. They want to push their bodies as hard as they can. Still, it makes them feel good. And they're not necessarily trying to break any records, but they want to still feel that spark and that weight on their bodies. And it's pretty cool to have a space for them too.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think, what is it? The gym with the meathead siren or whatever?
Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness. I see that all the time.
The lunk alarm?
All the memes. Yes, the lunk
alarm.
I see the memes, people making fun of that. That's pretty goofy. I get it. If it's a role.
Business, yeah, it's a business strategy, and I understand. And again, there's a space for everybody, and that space makes people feel comfortable to go there. And if that's what's going to motivate them to go, then lunk alarm it is. Pizza on Fridays it is. That's what they do. Pizza on Fridays.
Oh, okay.
And lunk alarms, if that's what gets them to go, as long as they're moving. That's all you can ask for.
I guess, how do you see Marathon Fitness evolving in the next 5 years? Because y'all have done a lot of evolving in the last 5 years.
Yes. So it used to be Marathon Fitness. It's Hill Country Mecca now.
Sorry.
No, just for clarification, that was the original title of the gym. There was some trademark issues. I guess Marathon Fitness is used a lot across the board, across the health industry, just with used equipment and things like that. So I changed it. So Hill Country Mecca, that's what we are. We started off in a garage style gym out towards Ingram. And it was really meant for a personal training gym. It wasn't an open gym. Started off with just a few pieces of equipment, and it just blew up. There was people that were wanting training for their kids and training for themselves and training for their spouses. And it just kept growing and moved into the space that was next to it too. So I went from 2,000 square feet to about 4, and people were wanting to come in and work out on their own. And so I was having to get more equipment. And then we just moved over to this other space on Broadway, 1121 Broadway, and it's 5,000 square feet full of equipment. And it's just been such a blessing. We have central heat and air now. So there's that. It got pretty hot in the garage style gym, but I just want to continue to grow, continue to introduce more trainers, continue to introduce new equipment, continue to push myself in a competitive aspect to continue to bring education to my clients and my members. But it's a fun space. That's what's most important to me, is having this space. You have loud music, you can use chalk, you can take your shirt off if you want, you can slam the weights if you want. It's like a home gym away from home. Just clean up after yourself, really. Just make everyone comfortable. Go in there, get your workout in, feel good about it, and then go home. It's just a cool space.
I like it.
How do you know you haven't been there?
That's true. Yeah. Oh man, I messed up. Should have pointed that out. So I do want to touch on PAX in a minute, but one more question about the gym.
Yeah.
What was the biggest hurdle for you whenever you took over the gym, or maybe up until this point? What has been the biggest hurdle?
Probably time management, honestly. There's a lot of different factors that go into that type of schedule. And you have people that want to train really early in the mornings or really late in the evenings, but it's also a 24-hour gym. So really trying to manage accommodating everyone's needs, but also my own time, I would say. So because I also have PAX and I have 2 kids. So it was really the time management part was most difficult, but I get to wake up every day and my job is fun. So it doesn't make it that hard.
Yeah.
If I got to go at 10 o'clock at night real quick, I got to go. It's fun.
That's cool. At least you own the shop you're going to.
Exactly.
Yeah. So how about PAX? What were some big hiccups whenever you actually, let's back it up.
Sure.
When did you get PAX?
I got PAX in 2022. It was previously owned by somebody that we were training in the gym, and she had been trying to really offload that for a while. Her and her husband ended up wanting to go into RV and on these adventures with her family. And I just kind of, again, fell into my lap. And so once I took over, I found a new passion for being a business owner in general. Before that, I did marketing and business development for a senior healthcare company for almost 15 years. And so I was always working for other people and just you're under someone's thumb and you don't really have the power to get creative or really personable with people that you're working with. And so this gave me a space where I got to be creative with my baking. I've always loved to cook. And so the baking aspect is so much fun. And we have our set of regulars that they know me by name. I walk in, we have conversations. I know about their whole life. It's a community staple, I would say.
Wow. That's really cool. I guess I never thought of coffee shop owning, but you probably get a lot of regulars that are
Regular
community.
every day.
I love that. Any kind of community work. Not community work, but whenever your work feels like you're in a community. That's awesome.
Does. And it's so rewarding. I didn't know it was going to be like that when I took over. And so I took it and I wanted to add some changes. I added some tables to where people could go and set up work if they wanted to work in there all day. I extended the pastry cabinet. I extended the menu. But it's these regulars that have been a consistent every single day. And it's because of them that we've been able to stay open this whole time. As the regulars, the people of Kerrville that come every single day. Thank you, Kerrville. I love you.
So do you have any like protein items getting brought onto the PAX menu now?
No, God, no. I'll keep that stuff for the gym. No.
All separate.
I got cookies and coffee cakes and banana breads and lemon loaves. I have a phenomenal panini menu. I'll keep all the healthy stuff somewhere else. Again, balance. I can do all the baking and then I get to go work out.
Yes.
Totally separate.
So what has been your favorite part of being an entrepreneur now?
Showing my girls what hard work can actually do. You don't start off as a business owner super successful right away.
Yeah.
And I had to work my way up to a point where I had value as an adult and value as a professional. And then I now get to express that in something that's for me and for my kids. And so to show them that this is where all of my hard work has gotten me, and this is where my hard work is going to continue to bring us, that's something that's really rewarding for me.
Yeah, that's really cool to hear. You have 2 kids?
I do.
2 daughters?
14 and 9.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, so awesome.
So
awesome.
What grades are they going into?
So I got one, she's a freshman. She's going to Tybee. And then I have another one going into 4th grade at Tally.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Tally Eagle.
Yes.
Whoop, whoop. Awesome.
It's fun. No, just it's like having your own little girl gang.
Yeah.
And like Rosie, she's my little one. She likes to come in and bake with me all night and we try new recipes. And Madeline, she's in athletics. And so I actually train her specifically for track. And it's really cool to incorporate what I'm doing professionally into my household. So I like that a lot.
Yeah. I can only imagine, but that sounds awesome. Being able to train.
They better be the best. I'm just kidding. Yeah. I'm just kidding. If you're not going to be the best at track, you're going to be the best baker.
So I guess with PAX, what has been the biggest hurdle?
I would say growth, probably. I think, honestly, Kerrville is a very particular type of market, especially for a small business. It doesn't necessarily offer a lot of fostering opportunities for small business owners. So you really have to get creative in how you bring people to your business, but also keep them. So you have to make sure that your employees are consistent, that they're offering excellent customer service, that they're offering an experience every single time to make sure that those people want to come back. But that's been a real hurdle, honestly. Employment in Kerrville, having inconsistent employees.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've heard that from other people.
Yes. Yes. So with the employees, I think communication is something that we've touched on the podcast a couple times, and how to pass down a vision to your employees. Is that something you realized you needed to work on and started learning?
Yes. Honestly, I've really tried to research other ways and how other more successful people have done that, because no one's ever going to take care of your business like you will. No one's ever going to love it like you. No one's ever going to take care of it and foster it and just cater to it like you will. And so to share that vision with somebody, they don't have that same, they're just not going to. So to understand that up front was really hard for me. I'm like, I have this passion. Why don't you have this passion for it? That's not their business. That's not something that they own. But what I can do is I can teach them and I can show them, hey, like, this is what it could be like for you later on in the future. Let's learn some skills together. Let's build up your communication skills. Let's build up your customer service skills. Let's help you with some of those things that I know that you're going to need later on in life. And then just kind of be there for them and a support system for them. And they like working for that in that type of environment. So,
yeah. It's a lot better to work for someone who's training you and pushing you along.
And they get free gym memberships. And I'm really funny.
Yep.
There's that.
Two of the best perks you can get.
100%.
Good health and good mental health.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Oh man. So if you were going to give one piece of advice to anyone starting, I guess it's a two-parter, starting up a coffee shop business, what would it be? And then same question, but for a gym.
I would honestly say I would put them both together. So this piece of advice would be to anybody: be open to know what you value and know what you want it to look like, but you got to be open and know that it might not go in that direction, but be open to it. Be open to the shifts and the ebb and flows of owning a business. Like you got to grow with things. Sometimes you got to cut things back, and it doesn't always align with what you really think, but sometimes it ends up being better. So just kind of be open-minded.
Okay. Yeah. I think entrepreneurship comes with a lot of freedom, and it makes some people uncomfortable, but some people love it.
You have a lot of freedom, but you really don't.
Yes. That's
you have the opportunity or option for freedom, but the responsibility doesn't really allow for that type of freedom, especially with smaller businesses. I feel like if you're not present in that business extremely consistently, it's going to go at the wayside. It's not like a corporate business where you can kind of pop in and pop out. It's not like that. And especially in Kerrville with small businesses, people, they want to know the owner. They want to know who's behind the scenes and who's doing the baking and who the employees are and what your name is and where you came from. And that's a really important part of the small businesses in Kerrville.
Yeah, I think I should have worded that better. Not necessarily freedom outside of work, but more freedom of how you work.
Freedom of how you work. Yes.
Yeah. So we're running a little short on time, but I want to give you a chance to shout anything out. Any upcoming news or cool stuff coming up, personal or work, whatever you want.
My God. Okay. My gym has several competitors who are about to compete in a show in Austin. I got Chris Yanez and Lacey. They're about to compete. And then I'm going to compete in Pennsylvania in August for my pro card. So we have a lot of people, a lot of things going on. We also actually have a bunch of kids that just hit all these state and national records for powerlifting that go to Ty-V.
Nice.
Super impressed with them. Pax, I'm working on a few different things. I want to say, I don't know if I can say it or not, but working on some tasty adult beverages potentially. Pax After Dark, maybe. So just, thank you, Kerrville. Honestly, shout out to Kerrville. If it wasn't for the community sharing and being so open-minded and welcoming, it wouldn't have been so successful at all, really. So
absolutely. Community is great.
K-Town.
All right. Thank you for stopping by, Katie. I really appreciate it. I'll have to stop by and come check out the gym now.
What about Pax?
I will check out
Best
Pax,
coffee,
definitely.
3 years running.
Yeah. I
just
like
FYI.
coffee. And I hear they're about to release some new items. I don't know. I have a little bird telling me. So y'all get out, check out Pax, stay updated on their menu, stay updated on their website, and same with Hill Country Mecca. No longer Marathon Fitness. My bad.
Don't do it again.
I like Hill Country Mecca a lot more anyways.
It is.
They
It's
can
the Mecca of the Hill
keep
Country.
Marathon.
Yeah, they can keep it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to fight anybody for it.
All right. Well, y'all can find them all online, and I'll link all the socials on the post on Facebook. Thank you for stopping by.
Awesome. Thanks.
Have a good day.
Thanks, guys. Okay, bye.